Hi guys, so in this video I'm just going to sum up sort of 2021, my progression, how it went, the highs and the lows and what I learned, and then I'll explain what my plans are for 2022, I guess, this year. So I'm just on my last ride of 2021, doing a three-hour endurance ride just on a TT bike. I had a pretty hard block till around Christmas. Quite intense, and then I've just done a bit of endurance to finish it off, and then I think I'm going to go into a few easy days, try and recover, and then crack on in January and make a big block of that before heading off back to France in February. Haven't got a date yet, but probably early February. Last season I went out to France in 31st of August, so quite late, but all due to all COVID, and it was pushed back several times due to COVID, so yeah, a bit irritating, but hopefully this year I'll be able to get out there sort of really early and get racing as soon as possible. So I remember my first race well, it was just 2-3, not far from the house, which was nice, and it was in the evening. I just remember it being such a shock to the system, like first race. And the year before that, in 2020, I'd only done like 4 races, so a brake went up the road, and half a lap later I managed to solo to them. But I remember that was so difficult. The next like 30-40 Ks in the brake, I was struggling so much, just having to miss turns, sort of falling off the back a few times and sort of creeping back on. But yeah, the brake got caught in the end with like, I can't remember, maybe 15 Ks to go, 10 Ks to go, and it came down to a sprint, and I'm not sure where I came, maybe like 30th, but it was a good sort of start to the season. It was a hard race, and sort of gave me an idea of what it was going to be like, but I think I just needed some speed in the legs. So the second race I did was just a Cat 3, but I got into the second group, and then I managed to solo to the front group, which took about 40 minutes. I got caught up to them on the last lap, and then got third in the sprint, so I was pretty happy with that. Last cafe stop of the year, so I've doubled up with 2 cakes, one sort of donut thing, and then one nata, which is like the Portuguese, it's like what a croissant is to the French, the nata is to the Portuguese. So yeah, looking forward to munching on these. And it's funny, there's a car just parked outside, which is French number plate, and it's got a Bretagne number plate as well, which is a strange coincidence. And then I had a weekend after. It was 2 races back to back. First day was a crit round, like an industrial estate. I managed to pick up 5th, got into the break, but I had a pretty rubbish sprint. You've got to look at the positives, and you can learn something from them, and you can develop, and you can work on it for the next race you have, so it wasn't such a bad thing. But a 5th is okay, so I was happy with that. And then the next day I had another race on a really nice circuit, like 6 kilometres long, rolly, one sharp climb up to the finish. Again, managed to get into the break, and then I attacked off the front, wheeled out like maybe 20-ish Ks to go, and then I got joined by another guy. And then we got joined by 2 more on the last lap, and then it came up to a sprint. I got 3rd, so a 5th and a 3rd on the same weekend. I'm pretty happy with that, so it was good. I then had a few sort of up and down races, sort of top 10s, top 20s, nothing that sort of stood out. And then I went to the first round of One Finestrin, which is a 1-2-3 Cat series. And on the first one I managed to get into the break with my housemate Adam, and I got 10th on the day, so I was pretty happy with that. It's probably my best result of the year. It's good to be in sort of the break with DN1 guys and just pulling turns, felt good. It got tough in the last few Ks, and it all sort of broke apart. But I was happy with that, and it's definitely good looking back at it's just nice to see improvement from last year's season, so I was really happy. So going into the last part of the season, I think I struggled a bit mentally with I'd maybe had a bit more of a negative attitude going into the races before, because I'm not sure what it was, but I just couldn't get into breaks. I felt when I did feel good, I just missed the right moves. I'm not sure, it was annoying, but that's something I need to work on next year. Probably having a more positive attitude going into the race and thinking that I can get into the moves and just sort of have a better look on things before the race starts. because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot before we even get going. And then I came to the 2-stage races of the season, which first one didn't go well. I mean, first day I didn't have great legs and I didn't get into the break. And then the second day, the team time trial was good, but we lost a bit of time. And then I had to, on the last stage, I got a puncture with 7Ks to go. So it was just, yeah, I didn't really get anything from that. But it was a nice warm up for the next stage race, the weekend after, the Tour de Long, which is a 2-3. Which again, I had really good legs, but didn't go to plan tactically so well. The TT on the second day went well. I don't think I could have done any more. I rode that perfectly, and I'm really excited for next season on the TT bike, because I think I'm going to have like an extra 20 watts. Not because my FTP is going to go up 20 watts, just because I'm going to be riding the bike for longer and I'm going to have more used to the position. So I'm looking forward to that. And the last bit was annoying because I managed to get into the move on the final circuit. I managed to bridge over, and then when I got there, no one was working and no one was pulling through hard at all, and we got caught with like a few laps to go, and then some other guys attacked. But again, what I learned from that was if I'm in that position again, where the brakes can get caught and we haven't got long to go, I should just attack before we get caught and try and go off solo a little bit and maybe get joined by a few others. And then towards the end of the season, I'm not sure what happened, but I think my legs were just a bit tired from the whole sort of, I think I did 30 race days in total, which isn't that much, but it's sort of the closest I've come to a full season of cycling. So yeah, I think I was just fatigued, and then I didn't have a great few races, but I managed to end on a high. I got 7th in a Cat 3, which is an amazing result, but it's not bad, and it's not a bad way to end. So a top 10, I can't complain. So I was happy with that, and I've learned a lot from the season, and I think I've developed a lot physically. So I'm really looking forward to next year and seeing what I can do. So like I said, I'm going out in February back to France, and I'll be riding for a team called ES Torqfitness, which has just applied for DN2, so National Division 2, which is great. I think it's a perfect step up for me. So we should be doing a lot more elite national races. I'm really looking forward to the opportunity. I think it's good to change team and meet new people. Sort of another step forward in this adventure, living in France, abroad with random people, meeting new people. It's going to be exciting. And also I just want to do some slightly bigger races, because that's how I need to progress. I want to do sort of less crits and more road races, because also those sort of races suit me a bit more. I'm such a punchy rider. Haven't got a great sprint, so these flat like 2K courses are not really ideal for me. So I want to be doing these elite national road races, or just any road races. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next season. It's going to be great. The team's based in Normandy, so it's a bit further away, but it's not really a problem. It's not that far in the grand scheme of things. I'm still going to be living at Mike's place, which I'm really grateful for. So we have with Harry and Adam again, which is great because we all get along, and it's ideal. But I hope you enjoyed watching the videos this year and sort of seeing my journey through France. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, and thanks for watching my videos this year. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.